Let me share my screen and then show you step by step how you can create your Upwork account. Make sure you are at Upwork. This is the logo. If you are a client, this is where you come. You can read about the platform a little bit more just to learn basic things, but how work should work. All right. And then you have find work. This is where we are interested in because we are freelancers. So ways to earn, find work for your skills, find ways to promote yourself. So you can read through, but also you can take a look at the entire website. It looks really clean and professionally done. So the next thing that we want to do is to sign up, or you can click on start, get started, right? Because we don't have an account. So now, before we can really come and create the account, I want to go to the next tab, temporary email. I want to have a temporary email. I don't have. So it's called temp email. So if you want to use disposable emails, you can always come here and create temporary email. So I'm going to use this email to create the account, and I will not be basically using that account to do anything. It's just for the demonstration purposes. So here you have to back to the Upwork platform. You have two tabs. You have I am a client, hiring for a project. So if you are a client, you can click that one. But the main thing we want here, we are freelancers, right? So let's go to the freelancing. But again, something that I will mention is it is also good once you create your freelancing account, you can also create a client account. The reason for that is you can learn to see how the client sees your proposal and what's happening on the client's end. I'll just put in here my name. This is not my name actually. I'm just using somebody else's name, and then I'll just put maybe a surname like Koroma. Before going to that, you can sign up with your Google account. I don't want to do that. I want to walk you through the process, or you can use your Apple account. So I normally go through the process, write all my details because I know what I'm writing. Then I can create a password, right? Make sure you create a password that you can remember. If you want Upwork to send you emails, you can do that. Sometimes it's helpful, especially if you are getting started. So I'll just click those two things, and then I'll continue to create my account. Upwork is creating an account. Boom. This is actually your account. This is it. Like, you've created your Upwork account. That's the basic fundamental part of it. However, that's not all. You still need to do a couple of things, right? So we're going to do that. One of them is for us to verify our email. It's very important. Let's see, congratulations, your account is verified. So now I want to explain something here. This verification is different from the verification that Upwork will have to do when you get your first job. At the beginning, they will not do any verification yet until you get your first job, and then they will reach out to you for you to do a verification of your identity. So they will ask for probably your passport, your national ID card, and your address, and so on. Here, what we are going to do is there are a couple of things. Hey James, ready for your next big opportunity? Oh yes, we're ready. So you can read through some of these things. The most important thing here is these questions. They are going to ask you a couple of questions. You can choose to skip these questions if you want to, but I would advise you to just go through them. Sometimes it's helpful just to understand how the process is, but you can skip them if you already you just want to go to the good stuff. I am brand new to this, right? So if you are an existing freelancer, or maybe you're already aware of the Upwork platform, then probably you can just skip to the appropriate section. But I will say I'm brand new, I'm not an expert, so I'll move next. So what's your biggest goal for freelancing? So you can choose any of these goals. So we can choose the first one, which is to earn my main income. The second one is to make money on the side. So like a side hustle, it's not your main hustle. Let's say you have a 9-to-5 job. This can just be like your side hustle. So after work, you come there and work and earn some money to get experience or for full-time job, all right? I don't have a goal in mind yet. So it depends where you are, but I would say to earn my main income for now. Now, these questions does not change anything. You can skip them. So that's why you have the skip button. It does not affect your account. You just need, they are just asking you these questions just to set you up so that they can know what to recommend to you, right? What kind of emails or what kind of a newsletter they should be sending to you. And how would you like to work? That's the question. Do you like to find opportunities for yourself? It means you will go into the Upwork platform, see jobs that clients are listing, then you look for the job that is appropriate for you and apply for that particular opportunity. The next option here is where Upwork has a feature which is really good. Let's say you are somebody who is skilled at Excel. Maybe you're really good at Excel, your skills are really good. So you can create a project. Say for instance, a balance sheet or a financial sheet for you to manage your small business. For $100, I can create a financial management sheet for you on Excel. You can show an example of a sheet, right? Or maybe you can say, for me as a product manager, I would say, for instance, I can write a requirement document for your idea if you can pay me, let's say $500, right? So I can create a project like that and put it on Upwork and somebody can buy that project. That's what this means. I will just go for freelancing purely. I just want to be a freelancer and I am open. I'm checking this box. I am open to contract to hire opportunities. Start with a contract and later explore a full-time option with the client, right? So some clients, they will start with contracts. So contracts is like maybe an hourly contract. Say you are being paid $10 per hour or $20 per hour. And then later they would want to turn that role into a full-time job wherein you are paid probably per monthly salary, like a fixed salary per month. So you can tick that option, that if you are open to that option, or you just want to stick to your hourly rate. If you don't want that, you can just stick to your hourly rate. It does not matter. You can also do it later. You can, when you are applying for a job, you can do it later. The option is always there, so it's not like you have to do it now. How would you like to tell us about yourself? So now you can start with a LinkedIn profile, guys. If your profile on LinkedIn is really good, you can go there and one thing you have to know is that you have to make sure that you are signed in with this particular profile. So if you are signed into your LinkedIn, then you can just click on here. They will take you to your LinkedIn and then import your data, or you can upload your own resume. So if you have created a CV that is really good, you can just upload it. That can get you started. Like some of the data will just be uploaded in creating your profile. I want to fill this manually. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my profile to actually complete some of this data. All right. So software engineer, JavaScript, that's the sample that I given. Now you can always go back if you make any mistake, but everything that we are currently doing, you will be able to edit that information. So don't think that when you create this, I will not be able to edit it. So you don't have to spend too much time. You can do your best. Not that I'm saying that you should not put in the effort, but whatever you're doing, you can always go back and do the changes even after you've created your account. So now here you can always put your experience. If you have relevant work experience, add it here. What I meant to say is, let's say you are someone who has been working. Maybe you have been working a 9-to-5 job and you just want to come to freelancing. You have some experience. You can add that experience here. So how do you see this on my profile? If you come down to my profile here, you will see employment history. So I have a couple of history employment. So I will just add that, right? So I'm going to take one of these just to get started on this. But you can add that experience. That's what they are asking for. So I'll just take this one. Okay, just put that. Maybe copy this again, because remove this. This is rough. So the location is Freetown. It's always like this. So October 2017 to December. So I can say I'm currently working there. They will now ask me. So I'll just choose a random month here. I can choose February, any month, any years rather. Then I can say March 2022, whatever you want to do here. Then you can add your description. If you don't have your description yet, you can leave it, save the job, and then later add the description. But for me, I already have that here. So try to make it clean and professional. As you can see the example here, it's clean. My own here is very clean, very specific. I have not put in like too many things. One of the things, a result-based way of writing it, I'll have to go into this deep, like led and directed. The pilot of Vaxtrack, led and directed. It's in the past. This is something that I did. All right, so you have to know how to write this, but I'll be going into some of these details, how to do some of these things. All right, so let's continue here. So basically you just need to make it decent and professionally done, and that is it. You can add another job here if you have another set of experience. So now this sort of experience does not necessarily have to be 9-to-5 jobs. It can be volunteer work that you've done. It can be township jobs that you've done, or it can even be a personal project. Let's say you are studying. Let's say, for instance, if you are studying at Udacity, there is a project that you worked on. If you don't know what Udacity is, it's a platform where people learn, and they have this practical project that you normally cover. You can put that as a working experience because you've worked with a group of people. It can be any workshop, something that is really important to the role that you want to take. Now, the title that I created has like that role. Like my role is what kind of specialty do I have? This one, right? So if I have done something on product management, and probably it's a group work, or maybe it's a workshop or something, I can add that as an experience. All right, so we're just going to do one, and then let's move on. We go to the next, which is education. It's quite simple here. I'm just going to do my education here. I'll select University of Roehampton, where I did my master's. So I would put that. Okay, it's the United Kingdom. I had Masters of Computer Science. All right. All right. Put that there. And then in which field? It's information systems. All right. And then I'll just put the field there. All right. You don't have that as an option. That's okay. When did you do that? I'll say from 17. So probably, all right. So let's say 19. Yeah. So you can put a description if you want. The description normally you just talk about your course. What exactly did you do? If there was any interesting project that is related to your experience, or that can contribute to your experience that you currently have, or that has contributed to the experience that you currently have, you can add that as a description, or at least you can list the modules that you covered in that course. Okay, creating the account is a process. You are being walked through that process slowly. You can select, let's say you have a couple of languages, and also you can see your progress here. So let's say you have a couple of languages that you talk here, that you speak. For me, I am very fluent. I'm not a native English speaker, as you can hear. My English is not that good. So I'll just say I'm fluent because I can communicate very well. So here, now the next section is for you to select your skills. So what does this mean? So if I'm a product manager, I have already identified myself as a product manager. If you watched my other video where I mentioned that before you even create your account on Upwork, make sure you watch that video, because that video is really important. It tells you some of those things that you need to consider before you create your account. I'm going to link that video on this video, so you can see the link at the bottom of this video. You can go and watch that video. It's very important that you watch it and then come back again and edit your account. So what this means is I have selected a domain, an area, which is product management and project management, as well as agile team lead, right? So now if you see here, they are now asking me for the skill sets that I have. So what this means is, what kind of skill set do you have? You said you are a product manager, you are a project manager, you are an agile team lead. What kind of skill set do you have? That's the question. So now I need to answer that question, right? So now you can see they even provided some suggestions for me. Do you have Microsoft project experience? Do you have agile software development? So I can say I am an agile software development person. I have that skill set, I have that experience. So now I would caution you here, don't select skills that you don't have. So now I can select my skill sets. You can select up to 15, the maximum. All right. So all you need to do is just to type. If you don't see the skill set that you're looking for, let's say requirement specification, marketing requirement, product requirement documents. So I can say team alignment, team building. So you can type up to 15 skill sets. If you don't like the skill sets, you can just remove it by clicking that X, and then you're fine. You can add another. So normally if you enter the role or the domain, they would provide you a suggestion of the skill set that are within that. These skill sets, you can always edit them. You don't need to think or worry much about them, but it's important that before you start looking for jobs, you are very clear about your knowledge level and the skill sets that you have. Go and look at that video. I explain those things step by step and how you need to do it. Now write a bio to tell the world about yourself. This is where it gets really interesting, because you need to tell the world about yourself. Let's see the example here we have. They actually provided an example which is really good, and Upwork is they are fantastic, guys. So here is an example. They said, I'm a developer experienced in building websites for small and medium-sized businesses. Whether you're trying to win work, list your services, or create a new online store, I can help. No, you see what he knows, like he's very specific and goes into the details. Now, why is this important? When the clients come, they don't know you. The client doesn't know you. So the only way they can relate with you or connect with you is by looking through this profile, this description, your bio. Who are you, right? And then the skill sets that you have, knows HTML and CSS, PHP. So it's very specific about the kind of skill sets they have. So for example, I can create Excel worksheets. I can add graphs on Excel sheets or something like that, right? You can choose to do your skills by maybe the tools that you know how to use. For instance, you can say Excel, I know how to use Excel. Then you explain the kind of things that you can do with Excel. And you can say, I'm also familiar, I've been using Google Drive for the last 2 years. Then you list the kind of things you can do on Google Drive. Do you understand? So you make sure you are very, very specific. It is critical that you are specific about what you know how to do. If you want to learn more how to create your profile and go into the nitty-gritties on that, I also link a video to this video on how to do this. There is a video that I've created on how to craft a professionally done profile that can help you to even gain jobs without even applying. That is, clients can invite you to jobs without you even applying for the job. And this is really important. So it is important that you spend your time, and it is not a one-off thing. Like when you create your profile now, you don't have to create it. You always go and tweak it improve it, work on it. All right guys, so I know this is not what we are doing today, but it's not a profile. We are not working on a profile, but I just want to give you that guidance because I know you are getting started. So I'll just copy. You can see my own profile. I provided some really nice feedback that clients have provided for me, and also I use some keywords. I'm a top-rated freelancer. I said I'm a team lead. I use some keywords on this profile. All right, so what are the main services you offer? What kind of services do you offer? Right, so they've already provided suggestions based on my domain, based on the niche that I've selected. So what's that niche? I'm a product manager. I can also manage projects, and I'm also an agile team lead. So they have said project management, product management, right? So they've added that. I can search. You can look at, there are different things. If you are in the customer service domain, you are in different areas. If you are in the mobile app development, maybe you are software development side, or you are in sales, you are in legal, right? Whatever you are in. So there are so many different domains that you can select. You just need to select one, and then you can see the different skill set that you. So you just need to, let's say if you want to do accounting and consulting, you just select the areas that you're specialized in. If you are doing admin support, so you can do virtual assistant, data entry, or marketing research. So you can see the different domains, right? I don't need to go into the details there, but I've selected what I have to, so I'm moving on. All right, now let's set your hourly rate. Now this is important. Now there is always an argument whether you should set your hourly rate, whether it should be, you should set your hourly rate high. I've seen people that are very new to the platform, putting their hourly rate to $100 per hour. Some people put $150. I've even seen a case of $1,000 per hour. So there's always this argument whether your hourly rate should be high when you are starting, or it should be low when you are starting. Now, it depends, guys. I'm going to tell you that it depends on your confidence and your skill sets that you have. There are three things I can mention to you. Number one, it is your confidence. Two, your skill set, your expertise. Three, it is your experience. How experienced are you? You might not be an experienced person on the platform. Maybe you don't have much experience on Upwork, but maybe you are someone who is really experienced, right? So if also the other experience that you need to have is not about doing 9-to-5 jobs. You know, we are in Africa. Sometimes some of the jobs that we are doing, they are not done professionally. Maybe you are not used to talking to international clients, right? Somebody who is remote. You are not used to working remotely. So that is also a limitation for you. You might be the most experienced person, but you don't have that kind of experience. So if you are not someone who is experienced working remotely, you are not someone, you are not too solid in your expertise, and probably you are just coming from college, or you're just trying to start your career, I would suggest you start with a lower hourly rate. But if you are someone who is very experienced through 9-to-5, you worked with remote teams before, you are experienced with working with international clients, people from diverse backgrounds, you've managed teams and you know what you are doing, then I would say start with an average rate. All right, and then as you familiarize yourself with the platform, you can increase your rate. I am going to start with $5 per hour. You may not like it, but that's what I'm going to put. The reason is I want to use $5. That's the way I started. I have worked with remote teams. I had already worked with eHealth Africa, where I worked with remote teams. I have worked as a team lead, like I've built applications. I had like a lot of experience, but I started with $5. I didn't stay there. I didn't stay in $5 for too long. I moved on, but I started with $5. You think $5 is small, but let me tell you, you can start there and then grow. But I'm not saying everyone should do this. If you know you are confident and you know that your skill sets are strong and you can defend them in an interview, then that's fine. And you know how to write proposals. But by then I didn't know much about Upwork, so I had to start with $5 and it worked out well. Within 2 or 3 months, the $5 changed from $5 to $20. All right, so let's move on. So next, all right, so here they are asking you now about your date of birth and providing all sort of these dates, so let's get to it, man. Let's say that's Sierra Leone, street address, I'll just say 45 Junction, 45 Lumley. All right, this is optional, don't need to put that. This is Freetown, Sierra Leone. Yeah, postal code. All right, I can put your phone number. All right, let me put, there's something juicy. So that's it. Again, this part, let me go. I'm not going to skip any step. I wanted to skip this, but let me just do it for you, okay? Let me see if I can find a very nice photo of myself. Actually, I am an amazing guy anyways. Let me see if I can. I do have some photo here. Yeah, I think this one works. That's the same photo that I have, okay? Yeah, that's the same photo, so you can show your face. It's very important that your face shows like this with this nice smile. Now you can see I created this photo. I took this photo deliberately for Upwork, and you see I have this nice smile, this nice look. You can see my face clearly, like that. All right, so make sure you do this properly. Your face has to show. All right, if you don't like it too close, you can push it like this. All right, then attach. Because some people will just go and take any picture and put it. This is a professional picture. Somebody should be able to see your face. Then let's preview. This is it, guys. So basically, you are very close to completing your profile. All that has remained is for us to submit this profile so that it's live on Upwork. So you can see my local time is this, and then you see my role. This is it. As you can see here, you see this is my my bio. This is the bio, and then my rate. You can see the skill set that I have, the work history, my education, and so on and so forth. So if I submit this profile, it will look exactly like this. This is how it's going to look. You will not have this top rated or 100 job success, but you are going to see it like this exactly. All right. Then the verification will take time until you do your maybe I think Upwork needs to review your profile and then they can verify you. All right, so as you can see, again, the other thing that you need to know is you can change any of these things. You can go there and edit, change things. Likewise on this profile. So currently I'm logged in as me, so you can see I can edit any of this profile. I can go look at quickly. I can edit my profile, change. You can do any changes on this profile. It does not matter. So this is the process, guys. All that is remain here is for you to submit. Hit that submit button, and then once I submit this profile, Upwork will review it, and then they will give you this tick mark that it has been approved or verified. So this freelancer's identity has been verified through government ID card. So before you have this tick mark, you should have submitted your ID card and you have been identified visually, right? They see you, like they know that you are a real person, you are not a bot or anything like that. All right, so it's a very secure platform as well. So this is it. So now, if you have any other question or any additional comments, please leave those questions on on the comments, right? So that way I can make another video for you that can help you get started. The goal of this video, like I said, it is very raw. It is not edited, because I wanted to make sure that you get the real information and the real view of what this is about. So yeah, so let me stop sharing so that we can talk about this. So like I was saying, the goal of the video is to help you to see how you can create an account from scratch and then do all of those mistakes and see how you can develop from there and get started. So if you have comments or you have questions or there is something that is that's not clear, please leave the comments down below. And also I have recommended 2 videos. You can go at the description of this video, down at the description below this video, go and watch those videos. Now, my advice to you, once you create your account, learn. All right, so I have a lot of videos that I'm creating. I'll be helping you, and these videos, they will be practical. The reason why you need to watch my video and even share them is because they are very practical. I am an experienced freelancer on the platform, so I know what I'm talking about. I'm not here to give you crap. So this is why you have to be patient with me. I might not be the best person to create these videos. I am also starting, but I know these videos are going to help you. So share them and comment, and also like the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit the notification bell, because that's the only way you can help me and also help others to see this video. Thank you, and see you in the next one.